good mood. Good morning, guys, and welcome back to my channel. I haven't done a talking video in forever. I felt like today was the perfect day. So today we're going to talk about manifestation. I think I did a video on manifestation a very long time ago, and it wasn't that good. Like, I did do it, but I didn't manifest anything big. Something big has just happened. This is why it stemmed from this video, how I manifested my first ever apartment with bad credit and everything else. If you just want to go straight to the point and just know, like, how the hell do I manifest anything in my life, just look on the timeline and basically click that bit, and you can skip me rambling on about what I'm going to tell you now and what was relevant for me. I came back from Peru thinking that I'd be able to extend my tenancy. Little did I know that I wouldn't be able to. I need to move out the 3rd of March. You're not going to be able to extend your tenancy, even though you've been here for about 3 years now. Every time that you've extended, it's been absolutely fine. But now the universe is telling you to move on. I was emailing every place, every letting agency, applying for every place online, multiple viewings per day, waking up at 10 a.m., view the place, view the property. And some of the places that I was viewing, I do better. Know how you can let somebody else walk in there like that. It looked like the cooker was about to walk out itself. It looked like the place looked like it was going to fall down and just give up on itself. Some of the places I just viewed them because I was like, I'm running out of time. I'm running out of money. There were so many things that were happening at once. I am self-employed, which is also sometimes quite a hindrance to me getting a place. I don't really have the best credit. My credit's about 500. It's okay, but it's not amazing. Time was ticking, and I was just thinking to myself, I need to find someone. I'm not going to find anything, but I need to. I had this kind of hope in my head of, I know I'm going to find something by the end of the month. The 31st of January was like my deadline date. We shut for a refurbishment in my work for 2 weeks. Find something by the end of January. So then by the 2 weeks of the February that I take off, I will be able to move in there and kind of have them 2 weeks, make it my own place. The end of the 2 weeks of February, that's when I'll be back at work. I had a rough day time. I knew as I started to go for more and more viewings, I started to narrow down what I truly wanted. Instead of just wanting and settling for less, like, I'm a picky girl. Although it's cheap, the rent, I can see flies. I started becoming a bit like bougie with it. Maybe a bit too bougie, because the places that I was applying for were way out my budget, and them I could not afford. So we were back to square one, and I wanted to be specific. I wanted to live by the sea. My main issue for living in the city centre, I feel so disconnected from nature. A person like me, I grew up in Cornwall by the sea. I didn't realise how grateful I should have been back then. So that is something that I knew I needed to find to help my mental health. Somewhere that is going to be clean, tidy, and a good start, because this is my first apartment. Your girl came to Newcastle with just a suitcase. I don't know if you guys can remember. I've only ever lived in furnished places. The one place that spoke out to me was this loft apartment, all natural woods. It was in a nice area, kind of. The beams, it was just very natural. Put in an application, and they told me they would get back to me the next following day. That letting agency then rang me and then told me that they've chosen another candidate. So your girl didn't even realise, after 2 days of thinking about this and wasting more time, I could just put in a higher offer. Put in a higher offer of £75 more a month. They still wouldn't choose me, except the fact that the more you push to get this place, the more it's just going to fight against you. Also, whilst editing this, I just want to add, whilst I was applying for the loft apartment, I felt like the more I was pushing, even though it was gorgeous and I felt like it fitted all my requirements at the time, I do truly believe that the more you push to try get something, even if the universe is trying to fight against you and tell you, like, no, something better is around the corner, trying to get it, offering higher prices. The people, they were really rude. They were really rude to me on the phone. Sometimes when the universe says no, just trust that it's probably to protect you. So just let it be. You're not going to get accepted. Then I went and viewed another place. This feels like home. Around, did all my little checks. This is the one. But I had so much doubt because I was going to other viewings. I think I went to about 10 before all of this, that I was just like, I ain't going to get it. It's nice, but I'm not going to get it. Worked it out how much it would cost me to live in a place like that, because it is far. I live here, work is there, and where I'm moving to is like this side. Way under my budget. So I was like, I need to have it. I need to apply. A part of me did have a sense of hope. Also, just to quickly add, I had a bit of an issue getting a guarantor because if you don't know, when you're renting, you need a guarantor. You need somebody that will be able to sign on your behalf to say if you mess up with the rent, they are willing to pay. Now, I've never put anybody in a position to be like that. However, you kind of have to go through. It's like a first stepping stone, if you know what I mean. I thought, let me just give it a chance about this manifestation thing. I hear so many people talking about it, and I've always believed in it, but I've never known how to do it, how to manifest something this big in my life. I wrote it all down, starting off with manifesting my dream apartment by the sea. We be specific. Put in the date, and then I signed it at the very end. Now, how I wrote this was as if I already had it. I've never done that before, and it's very weird because I remember crying and writing this and just feeling a sense of like disbelief. Why am I writing something? Like, I feel delusional. You have to do it. That is the first step. Yeah, I'm gonna read it. Why not? Dear, the property's name. My first apartment, I have officially got the keys, and all I have is boxes of clothes and kitchen utensils stocked up against the high white wall. Blinds are open, natural light is coming through. Smelling the fresh paint on the walls, having the freedom to cartwheel and scream and jump around. Tomorrow I will go out and get the blow up mattress, catch the bus to town to buy some new homely things. The feeling of having 2 big rooms and a kitchen to myself is incredible. I'm so grateful I could cry. I've just moved in, but I can already see the potential and the visions of you. I'm going to get good quality investment items that are secondhand with natural wood and lots of character. I'm going to buy a nice fridge too. I'm going to meal prep everything, a mattress, and of course a pillow and a duvet. I'll start applying for jobs so I can start building a real future for myself. My new apartment, you are going to better me and show me there are more opportunities in this life. You're going to give me stability and the connection back to nature I've been craving, and financial stability and a roof over my head too. Sarah. So tell me why the next day, after writing that, crying my eyes out, by the way, because time's ticking. Like, I don't have long. When I rang them and I asked them about my application to see if it went forward to the landlord, is my application being put forward to the landlord? Tell me why the guy's like, we haven't even looked at your application. The heartache, my heart sank. I felt like I shattered out. I'm sorry. Instantly, I was like, I'm the Lulu. I've just cried my eyes out, wrote all this down the following day, acting as if I've got something that I don't. And then I ring up and I'm like, was I successful? To hear bad news. So at this point, I was just like, right, okay, well, we'll just go to another viewing. Hours later, just clean, play some guitar, it'll be fine, just do some reading. We'll just apply for some more tomorrow. It gets to about 5:30. I need to go for my next viewing, which is for a 2-bed flat. Didn't really have much character. Kind of felt like I knew I wasn't going to take it anyways. On the way to the apartment, in the taxi, my phone starts ringing. I took a deep breath as soon as I picked up that phone call because I was like, I'm going to get shut down here. Like, I knew in my head, I was like, it's going to happen again. I'm sick of applying for places to just get fucking let down. We have some news. And I was like, oh, my heart was going. He was like, you've been accepted. Oh my God. I was in the taxi. I thought I was going to scream. Like, the guy was literally looking at me in the mirror. I just wanted to share how I manifested something, and hopefully that can give you some inspiration, or maybe how you can manifest. The big tips I'd say here: to write it down, get visual with it. Something like this where you can see everything and you can kind of feel them emotions whilst you're putting pen to paper and acting as if you already have, because I already viewed the place. I knew what it looked like, so I knew it had white walls or blinds. Go through it as if you're feeling them emotions. If it's your first day walking into that apartment, I was saying about the guarantor situation that I was having a lot of trouble either getting turned away with my application because I didn't have a guarantor, I didn't have good enough credit. A lot of people that found out I was self-employed, they were like, no, we need somebody in full-time employment. I didn't have a guarantor that was a homeowner, specifically earning above a certain wage bracket. So there was just so many other factors. But tell me why this place, I emailed them this morning and I was like, I can't find a guarantor that is going to be a homeowner. Tell me why. They were like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. See it, visualize it, and speak it into existence. I was already saying I was living there to my friends, and they were looking at me like I was also crazy. Yeah, I'm moving on the 31st, even though I'm still going for viewings on the 12th and the 11th. Oh yeah, I'm gonna buy an air mattress on this day. I'm gonna do this on this day. And my friends were looking at me like, you haven't even been accepted yet. I don't care if it makes you sound delusional. I don't care if it makes you sound crazy. Act like you have it. Even if you don't believe in manifestation, the power of just speaking it and saying something into existence, crazy. Like, things can happen. It's out there. It's like the universe hears everything. When you're going to work, even if you're not in a financial position, you're like, you can buy things, but you're just trying to still save up for an apartment. Every day when I was stepping into work, I was like, today I'm gonna make money for my table. The more you do, the more you get excited as well, and the more it becomes believable. I'm going to wrap it up here because this video is half an hour long and I don't feel like I want to talk anymore because I feel like I've just rambled and basically told you everything about my life that I feel like nobody's going to be interested in. Stay tuned for the moving vlog. Please give this video a big thumbs up and packing up this place, and yeah, hopefully trying to vlog more because I tried the Vlogmas challenge and I just felt like I failed because it wasn't really, I just feel like I'm not an exciting person, but this is exciting. Mood board for 2024. Can we just, like, I know I didn't buy a house yet, I'm still working towards that, but moving out, and I'll see you guys soon.